All right, welcome to week 12 of the Mindset Coaching Program. We're at the end of month number 3. I hope these videos are are helping you. Today's topic is going to be to give up your need to be liked by everyone. Pretty simple, right? And actually one of the more difficult ones because everything that we kind of talked about, giving up toxic people, giving up saying yes to things that don't support your goals, not trying to control everything or put too much on your plate, multitasking, being a perfectionist, giving up believing that there's a magic pill, giving up the fixed mindset. Let's see what else. Excuses, taking advantage of opportunities, etc. A lot of those things are going to put us in positions where somebody is going to be upset about the actions that we're taking. Okay. And here again, some common quotes, right? The only way to avoid pissing people off is to do nothing important, right? So when you do something that prioritizes yourself, and there's a change in energy in the way that you are communicating with people, where instead of putting their problems first and their struggles first and trying to help them first, they're going to be upset about that because they have the perception that their problems are more important to you than whatever you're doing. And once you start to change that communication, you say, hey, you need to go deal with that on your own. Hey, I have to go work out or I have to go do these things first, and then we can meet up. Once you start setting those boundaries and the energy starts to change, it creates, right, some stress in this individual's life, and they're going to take it out on you and let you know that, right? I've started to know that once you focus in on yourself, okay, there is a short-term stress that you have to confront. And that short-term stress is the anxiety that builds up when you are saying no or setting these boundaries. And this anxiety that develops is, again, a challenge, is an obstacle, is something that you're going to have to overcome as you continue with being consistent here. So as you grow, okay, this stress that you experience after prioritizing yourself, it's going to go away. It's going to get easier as you continue. Just like with all these things that we've talked about, it's all going to get easier as you continue. So when you're going through it, recognize that, okay, I'm experiencing a bit of stress. Here's the reason why I'm experiencing it. And that's okay for me to feel this way right now, but I'm going to continue to do what's important for me, okay? So the only thing that you can do in these situations is, like I said, remain authentic, improve and provide value every day for yourself, and know that growing the number of consistency with putting yourself first, okay, it just continues to mean that you're doing important things for yourself, right? And that's very valuable in these situations. So some people are gonna love that you're putting yourself first. Some people are going to hate it. And like we talked about last week is giving up those toxic people. So if there are people in your life who are telling you they hate that they're making this stuff, that you're doing this growth stuff and you're making changes, etc., then that's a sign. That's a sign. Hey, maybe they got to go. Or maybe you just have to set those boundaries and clear out the communication where it's, I'm not doing these things because I think of you and need less. I'm not doing these things because I don't worry about you. I do these things because I have to be have the mental and emotional capacity to handle these things. I'm going through things also. And I need time to cope with my stuff before I can help you address your stuff. Because if I'm just avoiding, then now I have problems that I'm always ruminating on, that never get fixed. And if my problems never get fixed, and I'm taking on the burden of helping you with your problems at the same time, now that's extra weight on me, right? And nobody should want to burden that on anybody else, right? So there's a fine balance, right? There's communication, and also understand that there's communication that is good, right? Where you vent with your friends and you guys have good conversation. But there's a difference between saying, hey, can you fix this problem for me? Versus, hey, I just need an ear that will listen for a little bit. And you don't have to take action. You don't have to solve that problem, but you just have to listen. Okay. And honestly, like a lot of times, like that's enough. It's just listening to people. So with that being said, okay, what we're gonna do today for your homework, right, is again, what are those boundaries and expectations that you have for yourself that you're not going to allow for anybody to take away from you? So what are those behaviors? For example, right, going to the gym, right, going to on your lunch walks, making sure that you're eating well, etc. Those are things that are going to be important for you so that you can make this progress on your goals. And then the last part that I want to talk about when it comes to nutrition is it's okay to say no to what people make for you. I do it all the time, right? My clients, they do it all the time. They say no, and that's okay. Hey, explain yourself.